what is your hatred for John Cena?
Yo, when Hulk Hogan takes a rock bottom better than you, there's a problem. There's a problem. My man. All right, so give me the camera.
One rock bottom.
Yo, no, it's more than that. Show, give me the camera. I got the fucking camera. Kenny, I'm gonna have to do it for you. I'm gonna give you the whole spiel. He came out as a prototype. Whatever. You know, he slaps Kurt Angle. Ruthless aggression. I'm not into that. Whatever. He comes out as a rapper. I'm like, okay, all right, I could dig it. You know, he's from Boston, so that's a strike. You know, us New Yorkers, we don't fuck with Boston too much, but you know what? I'll look over that. He's doing his thing. Something original. Some I could, you know, there's something different. It's entertaining. Comes around, and my man has a choice between The Big Show, Kane, or Shawn Michaels. And he gives the most pussiest promo I've ever heard in my life. I will never forgive this. And he's on some, well, you know, I don't want to fight The Big Show because, you know, he's a huge guy, and, you know, you got the Big Red Machine who wants to fight him, and Shawn Michaels is a legend. Fuck that, bro. You already beat all these motherfuckers already.
Her return on SmackDown.
Okay.
So I definitely read some rumors about that.
Because for whatever reason, and I don't know Cody's reason, you turn around and go back, and people are gonna be, you destroyed thrones, and you go back? We have been doing this shit for ages, and he still doesn't know how to take it right. Trust me. That's it. Just, I got you. My man, he collapsed with the kick.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way he didn't collapse during the sun. It was the kick.
He's not even in his fucking chair when he gets in this fucking thing. He's not even in his fucking chair.
Yeah, but he goes. Oh!
There he goes.
Both matches without the wrestlers were entertaining.
And on that note, everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood.
I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I stay loose, I stay hype. I could do this all night, cause I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Yeah, I do what I like. Sipping goose, sip is right. And I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Yeah, I go with the flow. Cause I know I'm the show. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. In the zone, here I go. Yeah, they know I'm a pro. Let's go, let's go! Yeah! Let's go! Here I go, I get lit, I get hyped for this shit! Right.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the arm with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Thursday night, and you know what that means? Wrestling Knuckleheads, we live, we in living color. I don't know what happened to the YouTube shit, because that's crazy. I know we live on YouTube, just not on the, but I broadcasted, which is, I don't know what's going on here. Something smells rotten in the state of Denmark. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What up, Loki? Today is the day, Mr. Loki. That's right. That is right. That's crazy. Why is it? Okay, we here now. See, this is the thing. I set it up right. Wait, I didn't save the. Yeah, fuck it. It's all good. We got everything that we need. What up, Mr. Loki? What's going on, player pimp? Player from the Himalaya? How's everything with you? I got the. Don't tell nobody, Mr. Loki, but I got the iPhone 17. I got the orange one. Not bad. I put it in the case. Yeah, I put a screen protector and the case on it already. The privacy shit. I held it in my hand. Yo, not for nothing. It feels nice. Like compared to the other one, it feels a little. I like the rounded edges. Feels nice, but this shit scratches if you look at it too long. So I didn't want to. I didn't want to fuck it up. So I put a case of shit on. Let's see how long the case lasts. To be honest with you. Yeah, man. I know we spoke about Wrestlepalooza yesterday. I know we spoke about some other stuff. Yeah, there's some news going on that AJ Styles is about to retire next year. That's what I was talking about. They ain't gonna have all these people. They ain't gonna have all these people. They need to start some new people. And if they gonna put no new people up there now to be legends back in the day, I got it. Oh, you got the S25 Ultra. I feel you. I see you, Mr. Loki. I see you. Doing it big in the ring. Doing it big in the thing, man. I see you out here. What's the point of shaving if you still got it? I see you out here doing big things. It seems like the Samsung and the iPhones are the only two phones that like are competitors. Like, yeah, I know the Pixel is a dope phone. They got some stuff, but then when you compare it to each other, like battery life and all this other shit, if like it fails in comparison. But that being said, you rock whatever phone you want. Not the phone police. I don't care about what I got. That blue bubble shit. I don't care about the blue bubble shit because I don't like people texting me anyway. So fuck it. I don't care what color bubble you are. Don't text me. Don't look at me. You ain't gotta like me. I don't like you. That's it. But like I was saying, AJ Styles says that he was gonna retire this next year. So the WWE is losing a wrestling legend, where it's not just a WWE guy. Like they lose Randy Orton, it's a WWE guy, ruthless aggression era wrestler. AJ Styles is a wrestler from all around the world, TNA, New Japan, all that. He was even WCW for a little while, and like they've been acquiring a lot of international stars like Penta and Phoenix. How long are they gonna last? You know what I'm saying? Because you got rid of almost every star that you got from Mexico. Andrade, you keep coming, you bring back and just to get rid of him. Sin Cara, same shit. Like Dragon Lee, I don't know. He seems more Americanized, luchador. But we'll see how he lasts. Also, well, let's face it. There's still a look that the WWE is going for their wrestlers. And who's gonna be the new stars? They tried to do it with Jay, and Jay fell right back into that second fiddle role easy. He's now just in the second fiddle role with the Heat. They tried to do it with For Sammy, I don't know if they're trying to do a star role with Sammy, but that shit ain't working. Kevin Owens might be out for his career because his neck. So now, what do we do? Who we got? You gonna tell me that you're making a new guy? They got the LFG. I don't see too many, like Holyfield's son looks like a star from LFG. But my bad. I was downloading something, updating something, and it didn't look like it updated, but fuck it. Holyfield's son looks like a star from LFG. What's going on, normal guy? But honestly, who do we have that's gonna make it seem like we got somebody? You know? My bad. Gotta do multiple things at once. But yeah, who do we got that we're gonna sit there and go, he's our next star. He's our next John Cena. He's our next Roman Reigns. And if you're gonna go back to Jay and all that, then what's gonna stop people from like rejecting him the same way that they did Roman when you wanted him to be the guy? You know what I'm saying? Right? So we got nobody to take over. And I mean, the bright side of it is we got the women, where the women have been doing their thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. The women have been, in my opinion, overshadowing the men. So they've been overshadowing the men. Are the women going to be the next stars? Is that what we're going with? Are we going to have majority women wrestling? And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at that. But then what happens to all those men, all those old timers, like, you know, people that want to run the business? You know, everybody's got some shit to say. Everybody got their own opinions. Let's see what you think of this. That looked pretty good. I changed the background. People who don't realize what I did, I changed it. Okay. Boom. Now we got a little bit. Now it's a little bit different than everything. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I mean, because even now with having one or two people on TV all the time is getting to people. People are starting to dislike Rhea because she's always there. You know, I've been saying that Sammy needs to mind his business since day one. And the last thing you want is for people to start hating your stars, because then when they come out, they're no longer your stars. Now you gotta make new stars. It's almost counterproductive. But you want multiple shit. Like, you want multiple stars. Like, I don't see the problem with having, you know, and I hate to say this, but an Attitude Era like star base. Because even though the 80s had some of the best wrestling and everybody loved everybody, I feel like the Attitude Era was the one where the pure stars showed. It wasn't a gimmick, because a lot of the 80s wrestling was gimmicks. And, you know, you had your Coco Beware, Jake the Snakes, you know, they had the gimmicks. In the Attitude Era, it was just people being themselves, trying to be a little different than one another, and being edgy and all that. That's what made them stand out. So I think that's what made those stars so big to a generation. Like, you let Papa Shango be the Godfather, and he was a pimp, and he made it. You had a porn star, Val Venus, who made it. You had a X-Pac and D'Lo Brown, people that just sat there and shook their heads and they made it. Like, you know, Owen Hart fit in there because his promos wasn't the best, but his attitude and his wrestling fit that era, and it was more about what you did on screen than what you said. Like, Austin got so big because of that era. Like, I don't think Austin's character would have been like Bad News Brown in the 80s. He wouldn't have been as big in another time slot because the culture was so different. Yeah, normal guy has been like I showed Mr. Loki. Don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. But yeah, and now we're part of ESPN. And I said this shit last week, and I know people were listening. They were saying bullshit, and then ESPN wrote their letter, and then all of a sudden they were repeating what I'm saying. And what's going on, Hutch?
Surprise, bitches!
So, Hutch, I don't know if you was listening to anything I was saying, but AJ Styles said that he's gonna retire next year, and I was saying that that's bad for WWE because they don't have that international presence, that legend anymore, and a lot of them are gonna be retiring around the same time. So they gotta make some stars. They gotta have an Attitude Era style
explosion.
Yeah, because I think, like, even though
what up, normal guy?
Even though the 80s had some of the best wrestlers in the world, they were gimmicks, you know. But the Attitude Era was go out there and do something with yourself. You had Papa Shango turn into a pimp, and he made it. D'Lo Brown made it. Like, people just went there, showed their personalities, and they were famous.
Yeah, Farouk went from being like an Aztec warrior looking motherfucker to the leader of the Nation of Domination.
Yeah. You know, and I think that's what we need now. We need that pure, come out here, show yourself, and let's like you for who you are.
Shit, you had the Road Dogg go from roadie to the Road Dogg.
Word. He was like, I spend my days working hard on the go to. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, D Generation X proudly brings to you the tag team champions of the world. The Road Dogg, Jesse James, the badass Billy Gunn.
The new Age Outlaws. Again, Billy Gunn went from being a gun to an outlaw.
Word. We heard people. No, but you know, I think we need that now. We need those stars. Like, let them make it.
I think what helped the Attitude Era is they let the wrestlers be themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, and you still see a little of that now, but still everything is scripted. Yo, let them be themselves, bro. Okay, listen, they were force fitting us Roman Reigns until we was like, yo, we don't want this motherfucker. Because we know that's not the real Roman Reigns.
Yep.
When we got the real Roman Reigns, shit, my man, the tribal chief.
Word.
Put your fingers up. You know,
Word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah.
I know. Right. I mean, we let the Usos being from that, and no disrespect to their culture, you know, but that painting their faces and stuff like that. Like, we all knew they didn't grow up on the island.
Yeah.
We knew that. Hey, I'm Dominican, man. I love to represent my island. It's not about that. But like, we knew they grew up in the hood. We knew they were some hood niggas. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like it's not a mystery.
Well, you know, like their popularity skyrocketed when they came out with Day Ones.
Yeah.
Uso Penitentiary. They stopped doing the chant or whatever. You know, Rocky. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah.
He came out as Rocky Maivia with that fucking So Glow fucking hairdo and the tribal feathers or whatever.
Yep.
But when they just let him be Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, he exploded. But my thing is they're losing superstars too.
Yeah.
Not to retirement, just superstars. You know, like that was it Jasmine Nix or whatever. Yo, she's like, yo, the contract they offered me, the money wasn't there. This is not the first time that we hear WWE lowballing their talent.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, what was his name? Bilo, what the fuck? The short dude, the black guy, black guy. He's a flyer.
Shit, where they made the blackface shirt.
I don't know if they made the blackface shirt, but he was he like retired and unretired, whatever. He came out.
Leo Rush.
Yeah. The man came out and was like, yo, I had to retire because I had to pay for my own hotels, and you're not paying enough, you know, for me to even pay to stay in the hotel.
Yeah.
And let's not sleep. We all heard that they know that the people who bought WWE, TKO, whatever the fuck it is, are in debt for millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The first pay-per-view on ESPN, loser. It was a fail. You know what I'm saying?
$3.06 billion in debt.
But they were able to buy the WWE. How is that possible? Right. That face says it all. That face says it all. How are you in debt, but you're able to buy a multi-billion-dollar company? Because the WWE is not a multi-million-dollar company. WWE is a multi-billion-dollar company.
Yeah. And you know, and the thing is, so WWE was acquired by UFC's owner Endeavor in a deal announced April 2023, valuing the wrestling company at $9.3 billion.
Mm-hmm. Again, but these motherfuckers who are in debt, or they bought the WWE and became in debt because they bought the WWE, or whatever the hell you wanna swerve it, you wanna, you know, tell the story. Bro, It happens when you go and pay Brock Lesnar like $20-something million to come in for 8 minutes and squash Cena and then leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Lesnar didn't come back for $5 million or $6 million. Lesnar probably, they had to pay Lesnar at least like $20 to $30 million for him to leave his home in Vancouver, Canada. You know, come down to the States. You know, interrupt Cena at the end of a pay-per-view, and then on a SmackDown before Wrestlepalooza, and then come in and squash him in an 8-minute match.
Yeah, and listen, this is the crazy shit is that they on Busted Open, Bubba Ray was saying that he thinks Brock Lesnar came back to do the rub for somebody, right? And the question I got is who? For who? He's not gonna make John Cena look any better.
Right.
He's already done wrestled Cody Rhodes. He wrestled Roman Reigns more than we can fucking. Who is he gonna make look better? He didn't help Drew McIntyre on that fucking WrestleMania COVID edition. If anything, that hurt McIntyre that he beat Brock Lesnar in 2 minutes.
Because he hasn't done the goddamn thing since then.
Yeah. Yeah. So who is he giving the rub for?
Bro, they're as the saying goes, they're hemorrhaging money left and right and losing talent.
Yeah.
Fuck what you want to say about AEW, but they're not afraid to give people money.
No, they're not. And they're definitely not afraid to let them sit there and do nothing with the money too. And what I was getting at before you, right when you came in, was that they do all this shit. They got no stars. They're losing people, and then they signed a big deal with ESPN. And ESPN, the first 2 events that they had under the ESPN banner was Wrestlepalooza and Raw. And Wrestlepalooza was a C, and Raw was a F. I asked this last week, and we spoke a little bit about this yesterday. How long until ESPN goes, oh, you know what? I want my money back. Dude, I'm going to put you on ESPN too.
Yeah, man, they're already talking about how they have buyer's remorse.
Yeah,
it's been 2 events, and their ESPN is already talking about having buyer's remorse. Bro, this is not like when a team drafts a player or signs a player that after a year they have buyer's remorse. No. It's after 2 events. Bro, 2 events. And they're already talking about, I think we kind of fucked up here. And they're nice giving Wrestlepalooza a C.
Yeah.
Because I would give, again, like I said yesterday, I would give the Stephanie Vakir and the Io Sky match an A. Everything else was an F. And I love AJ Lee, but that match was an F.
Yeah.
And the Cody Rhodes, F. Cena Lesnar, F. I think Chris Farley said it the best. Actually, it was ass. Not ass. Ass. It was horrible. 1, look at the name, Wrestlepalooza. I'm sorry, that's a name you would give an indie show. And no disrespect to indie wrestlers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's something like you would give an indie,
or a signing for
right,
for a fan expo or something.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
WrestleMania weekend, come down to Wrestlepalooza and come meet Sergeant Slaughter and Jared the King Lawler.
Right. Not the name for your first ever pay-per-view on ESPN.
Yeah.
Like,
You know,
what?
and what you said?
No, like that's like I say, like what?
No, yeah. It doesn't even make it serious. But then you bring all these fucking guys in, and it's like, what are you doing? But yeah, I was looking up to see how many subscribers WWE brought to the ESPN app, and
Less than the mill.
but apparently Google has turned corporate on me because it's not about subscribers, it's about viewership to ESPN and bringing total. And it's like, oh, that's funny because you're not gonna be able to watch it unless you subscribe to the fucking app.
Right, because look at me. I have Disney Plus and I have Hulu, through my Verizon account, whatever.
Yeah.
I try to watch on ESPN, the app, but they're like, no, you can't watch it. You need to subscribe to the ESPN. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And it's like, so if you just want viewership to that, why would that shit not be free? Why would you need the app? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
You want more viewership to ESPN, but you put this shit behind the paywall.
Right.
No, you did
instead
this
of saying, hey, this is our initial fucking event, because it's our first ever event, we're gonna bless y'all and let y'all watch it for free.
Yeah.
Bro, the ratings for Wrestlepalooza were horrible. And it has nothing to do with the matches or whatever. It's like motherfuckers did not want to pay extra to watch Wrestlepalooza. Don't work out, you're right. It's like a clown show name. Wrestlepalooza. Dude, disgusting. Look, Cena's leaving. AJ's leaving. All right? I'm sorry to say this. I don't think Roman wants to be there no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because remember, they tried to cut his fucking, whatever contract he signed, TKO, whatever, tried to cut that shit in half. And he was like, yo, I will walk out this motherfucking ring right now.
Yo, word. Yo, all right, so here goes some more bullshit. You ready for the bullshit?
Always ready for the bullshit.
All right. Question. How many people watch Wrestlepalooza? The 2025 Wrestlepalooza event was not available on WWE's main platforms, and no official viewership numbers for the event itself were released. The related Raw episode on September 15th had 2.6 million U.S. household views and 4.9 million global views. Wrestlepalooza did chart on Netflix in several countries, but did not have enough views to make the global top 10 in its tracking period. So in order to make the top 10, you are required to have 1.8 million views. So even though 2.3 million people around the world, 4.9 million people around the world watched Raw.
Because it was on Netflix.
Yeah. But no one watched Wrestlepalooza, and that was on Netflix around the world also.
Well, it wasn't here in the U.S., but you know what's crazy? Before you said that to hit the top 10, whatever, you got to have at least 1.8.
Yeah.
When you said how many people you thought saw it, I was going to say like 1.3, 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
Yo, when the moment you said that, those are the first numbers that flashed through my head. Because I know it did not make numbers. And I can guarantee you right now, those numbers are also a lie. Because I guarantee you, nobody tuned in to watch the Cena-Lesnar match.
They couldn't because it started off first.
They tuned in to watch EO and Steph, and then Punk AJ Lee versus Thing, because it was AJ Lee's returning match. And I guarantee you, after those two matches, viewership dipped.
Yeah. I know. I went to the bathroom.
How many times are we going to see Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre?
Too many times. Shit.
And the fact that Drew loses every time.
Yeah. And I went to the bathroom during that match. And I came back and I was like, yo, they still wrestling? That's how you know that shit was too fucking long.
It was horrible. And again, like I said yesterday, to me, Seth Rollins is a joke. He's not credible. I'm sorry. To me, if I was to be building if I was a competitor and you come to me like, yo, this is your top dog on Raw,
Yeah.
I would be like, I would literally say, this nigga?
Word. Yeah,
this is who you banking on. The guy that wears his wife's fucking outfits.
Yep.
The guy whose wife calls herself the man. So if she's the man, what makes you the bitch?
That's the...
Bro, they brought Penta in, right? Penta on fire the first month. What has he done after the first month?
Two things. Jack and shit. He literally done Jack and shit.
Bro, they brought in his brother, Ray Phoenix, in SmackDown. What has Phoenix done?
Jack. He hasn't even done the shit yet.
Right, because he wasn't even hot for that first month that he came back.
Yeah. Because he went to SmackDown. And I'm sorry, I don't know why fucking splitting them up was a good idea. Yeah, you have tag teams that are split up. You could have just had them as brothers and they doing their own thing.
Bro, okay, yes, he came in after Penta. So you know what you do? You put Penta in the storyline. You know what I'm saying? When he has to face the guy that has always a backup. You know, like your man, Ready Player One or whatever.
Yeah.
And then when him and Austin Theory were beating his ass, then you bring in Phoenix, boom, you're done. Yo, it's not rocket science, bro.
Which the crazy shit is they did that. When Penta came in, he was wrestling the Judgment Day. And he needed a partner. And they teamed him up with someone else. And then they debuted Phoenix like 2 weeks after.
Yeah. Damian Priest, ever since they moved him over to SmackDown, besides banging Lola Vice, what has he been doing?
That's it.
But this was your top guy at one point with the Judgment Day and the title.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And think about this. They gave Priest the championship, Rhea the championship for Judgment Day. They move Rhea on, and they have Liv take a spot. That's not a bad choice. Then Liv comes in with Raquel, tag team champions. Not a bad choice. They get rid of Damian Priest.
And
They
Carlito.
get rid of.
Let's
They
not
get rid
forget-
of Carlito. Yeah, they get rid of Carlito. Liv got hurt, so she's gone. And now the focus is on bringing Dominic Mysterio into being a star. Wrong.
The focus should be on that Roxanne, her fine ass.
Not for nothing, yeah. Roxanne should have been capitalizing on being in the Judgment Day, being in the main event, winning, having the tag team titles, being the women's champion, or fighting for it, to the point where when Liv comes back, it's like, what do we need you for?
Bro, I remember a couple of months ago when they had Roxanne and
You're right, normal guy.
Vin with those secrets, with those little looks to each other, whatever.
Yep.
Where did that storyline go? It's disappeared.
Yeah, went to the garbage.
But I mean, like, yo, I like this. Yeah. Vin is orchestrating Dominic's downfall. I love it. That way he could come out as the one true and only leader of the Judgment Day. That would be great. Where did that storyline go? The garbage.
Why? Because Dominic needs to be the Triple I champion for some reason.
Yo, I was never a big JD Dunham fan.
Well, when he killed himself doing that backflip and still wrestled, he kind of got my respect.
I was never a fan because I never really watched it before he came to the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
But yo, that man can go.
Yeah, he can.
Why is, and I know that's Vince Balor's boy, but yo, like, why is he being sent out there as a sacrificial lamb?
I don't know.
And let's cut the crap. Right now, Rusev is not a face.
No.
So what are you gonna do? You already sacrificed JD. You gonna sacrifice Vin next?
Yeah.
All to what? Because you want to try to build up Dominic, and then you're gonna have him get squashed by Rusev?
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that they're gonna probably sacrifice Rusev for Dominic. And then Rusev is gonna go.
Listen, if they sacrifice AJ Styles for Dominic, anything is possible.
Yeah, I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna have Rusev lose because someone's gonna interfere, and then Rusev's gonna go after them.
Bro, your fucking your storylines are atrocious. Your viewership is down. You have stars who are leaving you left and right or retiring left and right.
Yeah.
It's time to wake the fuck up.
Yeah. Look, see, Show got so disappointed he left.
Nah, it's because of the specs that I was fitting. He couldn't flip it.
He couldn't. And then so this is the Judgment Day. Look at what they did with Charlotte Flair. They brought her in to become to fight Tiffany, right?
Right.
And some people would say Tiffany versus Charlotte Flair is like a dream match, and so they rushed it. They didn't build nothing up. People didn't like that because apparently we kind of need some context. We need some context. What is it? Me going to the Chris Brown concert was more enjoyable than John Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Yo, you know something? I believe it. I believe it, John. Yeah. You know, but people need context when they're watching people fight for some reason. And then Tiffany won. So what do we do now? We sacrifice other champions for Charlotte. And it would make sense if Charlotte was on TV all the time with Alexa
Charlotte
Bliss.
We have Charlotte paired with Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, but if they had her like on TV all the time, wrestling new tag teams, shedding light to the division, fucking, doing something amazing, like, yo, we put the titles on her because she gives great viewership to the titles.
Right.
Nope, that's not what happens. What happens? They go in there and and I'm gonna keep it funky with y'all because I don't lie to y'all. I don't bullshit y'all. They tear down Chelsea Green in order to try to make.
Hold on. Say that shit again for the idiots in the fucking back row.
Yeah, they tear down Chelsea Green to try to make Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss seem more fucking credible. Because Chelsea Green was was the best United States Women's Champion that we had, and she was a big star when she was the champion. She loses the title to fight these guys, and now she's doing jack shit.
She loses the title to Selena Vega. Then they let Selena Vega rock for like a month or two, and then boom, goodbye.
Yeah. Where's
Selena Vega now?
It's gone. And Selena Vega loses the title to a credible wrestler. What's her name? Jael? No,
come on.
Ah, man, I know it's Asian. Hold on.
Come on, Toe.
I want to say Cynthia for some reason.
It's very close.
Julia,
yeah.
I had to look it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, and it's some more bullshit right now that I looked it up. So they give the title to a very credible wrestler, Julia, who came up from NXT. And what do they do with her?
Nothing.
Less than Selena Vega. They actually put a white girl with her, which is supposed to be her interpreter or some shit or whatever the fuck. And nothing's happening now. Now she's wrestling Mia Yim. You know why her wrestling Mia Yim makes no sense? Because Mia Yim had 18 title shots against Chelsea Green. Why is she taking a step backwards? Why is she taking a step backwards and defending her title against Mia Yim? You telling me there's no other person she could be defending the title against?
Right, because here's the thing, right? How many times haven't they put Mia Yim in there to boast the other champion for no reason?
Yeah.
Remember, Mia Yim came from TNA, where she was Jade, and she was good at TNA. They bring her in here. They have they make her look great for like a month or two, and then they have a job out to every woman in the fucking division.
Yeah. Yo, you want to hear something stupid? Here goes something stupid. I just looked up the Julia's name, right? And then I went to WWE.com. I went to the Superstar section. In the beginning, there's the championship section, right? You go to the women's tag team champions, you got Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. They're not holding any championships. You go to the United States champion, Sami Zayn's the champion. He's not holding any belt. You go to Stephanie McCool. She just became the women's champion. She's not holding a belt either. But when you click onto her page, the next picture is her holding the fucking title.
So the main picture is her beltless.
Yes. And you know something? I'm gonna show it to you. So that way the people at home can understand what's happening. So you look, you go into Charlotte Flair, nothing. Right?
She looking like a man right there.
Yeah. You go into Sami Zayn, nothing. Stephanie McCool, no title. Boom, title. How does she have a title in the main thing, but not where they represent the champions? What's going on, show?
Yo, what's up, brother?
Chillin', man. You been here for a minute. I just figured you might as well want to say hi to the people.
No. I was giving y'all a chance to talk, because you know I'm usually on the other side of your conversation. First, I picked the other teams. I try to stay away from y'all.
You always on the side. You be side seat talking.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chelsea Green that kept breaking her own face 3 times.
Bro, look at Toe's camera. Look at Toe's camera. Toe, do it again.
I saw his phone.
Okay.
Oh, orange.
Acknowledge it.
That's right, motherfucker.
Acknowledge.
She didn't break her face 3 times. She broke her face once. You got to stop watching that WWE Netflix shit.
But she was the one that.
She broke her nose once around the Rumble, and that was it.
No, but Janelle has a good thing. Like, yo, if Jade doesn't win, like, what do you do with Jade? You build her up as this fucking phenomenal fucking thing, right? And you take her out because she hurt people or she wasn't wrestling your approved brand of wrestling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you bring her back and immediately have her win the Royal Rumble. If I'm not mistaken, right? She won the Royal Rumble immediately. You know,
no, that was Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, whatever. But when Jay came back, you gave her a title match.
She won Queen of the Ring.
Which gives you an automatic title shot, right?
Yes.
Like, bro, you literally took her off of TV because she wasn't ready. and then you brought her back. She has a little feud with Naomi, and she kicks Naomi's ass. And it wasn't like she kicked Naomi's ass like for a couple of fucking episodes. She came out at fucking the Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
Beat her then, and then that's it. Didn't attack her again.
Yep.
You know, and it's like, yo, you were out for like months because of that beat up that Naomi did to you, and you're only gonna hit her once. Come on now. But it makes a good point. You can't really take the title away from Tiffany unless she's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because if she beats Tiffany, and then the next SmackDown, Tiffany's out there like nothing happened or whatever.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna lose more viewership because the people fucks with Tiffany.
And yo, let's not forget, the next event is Crown Jewel Perth,
Right?
And in that event, they have the Crown Jewel champion, so
right.
it
which
will
is
be Stephanie versus Tiffany.
Right.
I would rather see that match than Stephanie versus Jade right now.
Right. So you definitely don't think Jade is winning on SmackDown.
No.
So she's going to lose. How many title shots that she's had now that she's lost? She's your new Mia Yim.
Yeah, she is. And I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put her with Bianca when she comes back. Which, not for nothing, I would like to see Bianca on Raw because I think Bianca versus Stephanie Victoria is a crazy match. But what you do with Jade is, she loses, you're gonna have to put her on the sideline for a little while. Again, let her come back at a later on in the year or whatever, and maybe she goes after the United States Championship. Because right now you're gonna have to sacrifice somebody for her to be up there.
You see, that's what they should have done when they brought her back, and after she beats down Naomi. What you should have had is how to go after the U.S. title, not the chip,
the WWE champion.
Because I get where you're coming from. But like the Tiffany, it's not as interesting no more. It's because she keeps fighting the same people. Jade
is Nia Jax.
Yeah, Jade, Nia Jax. Jade, Nia Jax.
Yeah. And let's be honest.
You sprinkle Charlotte in there real quickly, but then it's been Jade and Nia Jax.
Yeah. There is no story on SmackDown that's worth watching. That's why, if you notice, they don't have many matches on the PLEs. You ever notice? I think there's maybe 1 or 2 SmackDown matches on the PLEs. Everything else is Raw. Even in WrestleMania, the SmackDown tag team titles was defended on SmackDown, not on WrestleMania.
Sad, bro. It's sad.
Yeah.
And it's funny because when Roman was on SmackDown, SmackDown was the show.
Yep. Yeah. And not for nothing, it was Roman and Sasha. For me, at least, it was Roman and Sasha. Because Sasha always started the show, Roman ended the show.
But it's like I told you yesterday. You know what I'm saying? They haven't done anything with Solo. Solo's not on TV no more.
Nope.
Jacob is not on TV no more.
Nope.
Bro, it's like, you're telling me they went from being the hottest shit to, we're not even doing that shit no more.
Yeah.
But that's what we're talking about. They're not booking anybody on SmackDown correctly.
And you know what the crazy shit is, Coach? It's not like we didn't know who fucking Julia or Stephanie was. And NXT, they'll give a rivalry like 1 or 2 events and then they'll go to the next one. Why can't they do that shit with SmackDown? Like, I know for a fact you got enough women on fucking Raw and SmackDown to do shit like this, but you keep going to the same fucking people. And this is what I'm talking about with this whole you ain't got nobody after AJ Styles and Randy Orton leave because those are your go-to motherfuckers. You ain't got nobody.
Look at that. Kevin Owens is hurt.
Let's see. Can I?
So when he comes back, what are you going to do? Put him in another feud with Sami Zayn?
Yeah. All right, let me see if I can count how many women are on SmackDown. 1, 2.
You changed Nakamura's character for him to be darker. Where's Nakamura now?
There's 16 women on SmackDown. Would you believe that? Sixteen women on SmackDown, and you're telling me that you can't set up 4 months of Julia defending her title against people in proper matches?
16 women doing what? In the concession stand?
Nothing, bro.
Cleaning the back?
Yeah.
Like, where they at?
Bro, it's not even that. Like, yo, you also have a plethora of women in NXT. You know what I'm saying? And let's not cut the crap. You're incorporating fucking TNA because we have a couple of, people who are, on the WWE roster, but they're TNA champions.
Yeah. Yo, and there's 16 people. So there's 17 because Kiana James is the one that's with Julia, but they put her on Raw for some reason. And so there's 17 on SmackDown and 16 on Raw. And you keep seeing the same fucking people. And like you said, you got the NXT. Why wouldn't you put people from NXT up? You got Triple R. Why wouldn't you use the women from Triple R or TNA? But yo, dude, we fell for a trickless magician. Remember that TNA and WWE was supposed to help TNA? Help them do what?
It's nothing because WWE took their titles.
Yeah, and they're not even in a better position to fucking be on TV. It's like I can understand it. Like, yo, we need a show for Peacock or Wrestlepalooza. I mean, for Netflix or some shit. Yo, put a TNA event on. Put a Triple R event on. Let people get exposed to these people.
I'm sorry, the Americano gimmick, that shit is retarded to me.
It is.
We all know the original was Chad Gable. He got hurt. So they put it on Ludwig. And the other one is the Bruiserweight, and then the other one you said there was the guy from Tyler Durr, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
For the guy from Mustache Mountain Men or whatever. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. It's not when it was Chad Gable, it was funny.
Yeah.
It's not funny. With these three different things, it's not funny.
It's not.
It's not even entertaining.
Alabate, yeah. That's what it was no more.
Right. But it's like, yo, when it was Chad Gable, it was entertaining because you can tell it was Chad Gable.
Yeah.
With the other three that are right now, they don't come out as their alternate, their other persona.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see Ludwig no more. You just see Americano. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't see Pete Dunne no more. You just see another Americano.
And I think that's his official name. Another Americano.
Yeah, Joe. Yeah, Joe. I enjoy NXT more than I enjoy SmackDown. I'm sorry, NXT with guys like Ethan Page. You know what I'm saying? All the women that are down there that actually go and wrestle, and they change it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole NXT homecoming, when they had Stephanie, Rhea, and Tiffany, like they're not afraid of fucking throw a little smoke here and there. With SmackDown, is literally okay. I know what I'm getting. Nothing.
Pretty much. Jack shit.
I'm gonna get Cody talk for fucking half an hour about the same shit he talked about last week.
Yeah. He spoke on Raw with Seth Rollins about a fucking watch. And Seth Rollins, you lied to me and you said this and you don't know what I think. And I'm like, yo, bro. I feel sorry for Seth Rollins now because Cody gave him the best dick of his life and walked out on him. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like Cody's the one that got away.
I don't think Jordan Grace should have been sent to NXT. She's worked at multiple.
Yeah, she's
worked at multiple promotions. She's internationally known. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't have to go to NXT to build her name. Motherfuckers know who the fuck Jordan Grace is.
Shit, Jordan Grace versus Tiffany would be looking good right now.
You know what I'm saying? Even if you bring up Jordan Grace, you have Jordan Grace against Jade with that size difference. Jordan Grace against Nia Jax.
Jordan Grace versus that chick with the alpha males. Ivy Niles.
Right.
Shit. But dude, it's here goes something. We keep saying, yo, Raw's been the same show after when Vince was there. But the PLEs usually were something, you know, they were something, you know? And when Vince needed someone to wrestle Roman, they built him up. Like Cesaro looked like he could have beat Roman. Kevin Owens looked like he could have beat Roman. Sami Zayn looked like he could have beat Roman. Shit, Jay at that time looked like he could have beat, like, everybody looked like they had a shot. Roman did his thing. It was flawless almost.
Right.
And then now he's gone. They changed the players. They're doing the same shit. And now you see more fuck ups. There's a lot of botches in these matches. And a lot of mistiming, and what the fuck are we supposed to do now?
Yeah, like, I'm sorry, no disrespect to anybody who might like her. Why are you bringing back Nikki Bella? Why are you bringing back Goldberg? Why are you bringing back Brock Lesnar? Build with what you have, because these guys are old talent. They're not gonna be there. You continue to bury your young talent. Yeah, you're right. Jordan Grace versus Bianca would have been a great match. Jordan Grace versus Charlotte Flair, great match. Bro, you're right. Everybody knew who Mariah May was, instead of this Brooke Monroe shit that she came up with, or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, at least she's young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of y'all dropped the cookies.
Now that was my remote that dropped.
Never dropped the cookies, though.
You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like when people come from different organizations, unless it's a huge name, they want to try to put them down in NXT.
Yeah, and then they do this whole, well, we got to put them in NXT so they learn how to wrestle the WWE way. I don't think so.
My nigga fucking have been wrestling everywhere. The only place they haven't wrestled is WWE, and I can guarantee you that's a lie too, because I know a lot of guys that had matches, squash matches in WWE.
Yeah. There's a like Kazarian. He was in WWE for like a week. And it was like, yo, I'm never going back there.
Well, Joe, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, yo, how does Ethan Page still on SmackDown? I mean, on NXT. Yo, like, when he was part of the tag team with Jason Alexander, like, I'm like, yo, okay, Jason Alexander is definitely the more talented wrestler of the two. But when they broke him up, I'm like, yo, this man, Ethan Page, has some shit.
Yeah.
Like, he's showing me something. Comes to WWE, man's been on NXT for like 2 years.
Yeah, with no...
Tony Khan tried to bury Ricky Starks. Yo, you really wanted to put it on fucking... on AEW, I would have put Ricky Starks on SmackDown and be like, yo, you had this star and you didn't do shit with him. No, what you do, you guys put him on NXT.
Bro, that was the biggest fumble Tony Khan could have done. Because Ricky Starks out-promoted MJF.
Yeah.
When MJF was at his peak.
Yeah.
And now they don't even let this man speak in NXT.
Yeah, they don't. It's ridiculous.
You know why? Because he's probably gonna out-promo other people. Yo, you notice every time there's a big star that goes to NXT, they castrate him.
I think they're scared of him dropping the pipe bomb. That's what I think it is.
Could be, but they castrate a lot of their stars.
Yeah,
So?
I agree. No, I agree with you. They castrate the stars. It's like they reprimand them because they coming from somewhere. You're not home team, so fuck that. I'm not gonna automatically let you win, and you could get over with your fucking tongue. So don't talk.
My
So
bad.
we ready for you to talk.
My bad. My guy got me. I said Jason Alexander. I'm sorry.
Well,
that's George Costanza. People don't know. Jason Alexander is George Costanza, but yeah, Josh Alexander.
Well, let me tell you something that you don't already know. Josh Alexander may be a good wrestler, but he sure as hell ain't gonna get over in WWE. You don't have to look. And I'm not talking about the way he looks like physically. I'm talking about the way he, like his singlet, his ear guards, and all other stuff. He does not look like a wrestler. He looks like a creative player. And I'm not talking about his talent. I'm not talking about his talent. Just straight out the way he looks. I see him on AEW, and I'm like, yo, this guy looks like he belongs in AEW Dark.
Jason
Josh Alexander. Yeah. If we're gonna be 100%, honest, he does not look like he belongs in WWE.
Oh no, he wouldn't be able to make it in WWE.
Well, the reason why they didn't send the Motor City Machine Guns to NXT is because they would have took over NXT. The best place to castrate somebody that's too big for NXT is SmackDown. They destroyed the entire tag team division so the Motor City Machine Guns won't get over.
Uh-huh.
Collateral damage is the Wyatt Six, so the Motor City Machine Guns won't get over.
You know who else collateral damage is? The Street Profits.
Yeah. And FYI. Because how do you have FYI, Street Profits, Motor City Machine Guns?
Who the fuck is FYI? You mean DIY?
No, FYI, because for your information, they're not doing nothing.
That's a good one. You got me.
Yeah, my bad. That just came out. No, you're right. DIY. You have DIY, Motor City Machine Guns, and the Street Profits. You have 3 tag teams that should be putting on tag team match of the year, at least.
Yeah.
The very least.
Yeah.
And they're not. And one, if they are, they're putting them on SmackDown with no one watching them, and they're repeating it all the fucking time. 2, that ladder match that happened after WrestleMania was the best match of WrestleMania weekend.
Yes.
And they still downplayed it, and they tried to do it again for SummerSlam, and that was bullshit. And then you give the titles to Wyatt Six. I have no problem with Wyatt Six being the champions. But remember when Wyatt used to stalk people for a reason?
Yeah.
What are the Wyatt Six doing?
Nothing.
There's no reason for them to do anything.
My man, they came out on the AAA fucking special, beat up the tag team champ or the 2 clown guys or whatever.
Yeah.
And then that's it.
Yo, you know something? Here's the thing. You could have kept Karrion Kross and not have to pay 6 other people. Because he was doing the exact same shit the Wyatt Six was doing. Sitting out in the back talking to people. They don't even have the videos no more. Remember they used to put the QR code up on the screen?
Yep, none of that.
Nothing. We used to watch SmackDown just to see the QR code. Oh, and by the way, all these young fans that were watching when it happened, the QR code was that little thing that phased in and out, with the boxes you scan and you got videos. I know you guys don't remember that because you don't have memory. Your your long-term memory sucks, and that's why you don't like storylines. Young fans. I just have to clarify that for you. Is it the young fans are the reasons why the storylines last 20 minutes?
No, if Bray was around, the Wyatt Six would have worked out a lot better. If
he said the volume 6. I like that one. Yeah, Hutch, my bad.
I saw, he wrote the volume 6, yeah. But put it like this: their intro, right?
Yeah.
Creepy as fuck. I loved it or whatever. I mean, a little bit overboard with the dead Chad Gable or whatever. But where is that?
I don't know.
Like, you literally, not only that, bro, you have the Y6, right? You will literally have a great female wrestler, and you have her dressing up in a granny fucking a granny dress, and making her look like the Exorcist when she takes off the mask, instead of actually have her wrestle.
Yeah, like a little clay doll. Like a little clay doll.
Bro, we taught in this.
Yeah. It is. And the WWE just keeps selling itself. They just keep selling themselves to whoever the fuck.
The highest bidder. They're like prostitutes. They're like whores.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this channel was not designed to come out and just like bash wrestling, but fuck, are you making it easy?
The reason we're bashing wrestling is because we are wrestling fans, and you guys are fucking up wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking up wrestling.
I'm gonna be frank. I don't give a fuck about John Cena's farewell tour.
The Seahawks are up 17-3. See who the Seahawks playing?
The Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? But look, yeah, was I was a Cena fan when he was doing the Thugonomics shit because that was funny.
Yeah, so was I.
You know what I'm saying? That's when he was like when he was the heel Thugonomics. It was funny. It was funny because he would like literally diss everybody.
Yep, he had the bag of nuts. He hold my nuts. Hold on.
Right. When he became the face Thugonomics, he was still funny because that was when he was doing all the flirting with Stephanie. You know, when Stephanie bent over, he smacked that ass. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then that was it loyalty, respect, and what's the other one?
Hustle.
Yeah.
Hustle, loyalty, respect. But the minute he became a Marine, that's when everything fell off. Like literally, I'm not even gonna lie to you, Hutch. The movie debuted that Monday night. He walked out with his green shorts, his t-shirt, and his hat, and he went like this with the worst salute I've ever seen in my life. And when he went like this and then ran down to the ring, that's when I stopped wrestling. That's when I stopped being a John Cena fan. Right in that moment, I stopped being a John Cena fan. Because that's when I said, oh, you gave up everything about my culture. You gave up everything about my culture that made you famous.
Yes.
To sell out.
Of course. Oh, we got to make him white again.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah. But, and you know, and the thing is like people like, oh, why does that matter? Because New York didn't exist in wrestling unless you're wrestling at WrestleMania. I mean, at Madison Square Garden. Like, do you know that Damian Priest is from the Bronx, and they still say that he's from New York, New York? Everyone else that's from New York is from Queens or from Brooklyn or whatever. No one says the Bronx, New York. And rarely do they say that someone's from New York. The first time I heard somebody was Puerto Rican was when Bad Bunny came out. And then the last time that you hear somebody was Puerto Rican was years after that was AJ Lee said she was Puerto Rican.
Right.
We didn't even know Karrion Kross was Puerto Rican. So
whoa. Say that.
Karrion Kross is Puerto Rican.
AJ Lee is Puerto Rican? I thought she was Chinese.
Who, AJ Lee?
I know AJ Lee was Puerto Rican, but Kross?
Yeah. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. And there's no representation of it because, you know, for the most part, I always thought the WWE wouldn't let anybody from New York in there, especially from the Bronx. Now, best we got is Damian Priest, and the minute he starts being from the Bronx and a Yankee fan, they put his ass on SmackDown. He's getting his ass whooped every day by Aleister Black. Well, not every day. Maybe once a month, he's getting his ass whooped by Aleister Black.
And that's another one. You bring back Aleister Black, and you've done nothing with him.
Yeah. So let's review the case through the evidence.
Hold up. Yes, we did forget somebody from NXT. Miss Parker. Miss Parker. She can give me that finishing move any day of the week.
Hello there.
Hello, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. But yeah, let's review the case as the evidence has been brought to us. So all of the tactics that Triple H has done so far have been tactics of Vince McMahon, but have been done poorly. Does that sound like a great mind to you?
No.
Because here's the thing. When Vince McMahon was making the WWF its own company and going global with the cable and all that other shit, he hired the biggest names of all the territories to fill his roster. Then in the Attitude Era, in the Ruthless Aggression Era, when the independent circuit was getting big and Ring of Honor was like the highest that you could go before you went to WWE, they started hiring the biggest independent wrestlers just to hold them so other companies couldn't have them.
Right.
But they did do enough with them for you to be like, oh, he's the Intercontinental Champion, or, you know, he's wrestling somebody. But it's like, damn, he should have been champion. You know what I'm saying? Like they give you that, fuck, he should have been champion, but he did something in WWE. Now they're hiring all these people because they're leaving AEW, and it's, you know, talk to get buzz, and they're doing nothing with them. Triple H did the same shit with NXT, and all those people left, and NXT became boring again. And then they blame it on Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon was like, yo, let's go add color to this, let's do this, let's do that. If you think about it, Vince McMahon was experimenting with a brand that was suffering. He didn't make NXT bad by giving it color and NXT 2.0. NXT 2.0 was going to be bad regardless because there was no one there from the black and gold edition. Everyone from Black and Gold was either on the main roster or they left.
Right.
Braun Breaker was the champion in NXT 2.0. And he's wrestling Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams at the time. And they were still in the beginning stages of their shit. So who really made NXT bad? Triple H took it back over and they went back to gold lettering. and they look like they're wrestling in bingo holes.
Touche.
Listen, man, you can't pull the wool over the eyes of a Gambini. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna, this brick salesman's gonna show you how flat the bricks are and how wide they are and how perfectly, tall they are and all that other shit. But when they turn it over, they're flat. Remember that scene?
Yeah. So getting back to your point, so you don't think you don't think Triple H made NXT? You think that it was still McMahon?
No, I think the wrestlers on the roster made NXT black and gold.
I mean, he has some great ones. Johnny Wrestling, Ciampa,
dude. When you have
Nakamura,
when you have
Sami Zayn, Owens,
when you have the '90s Yankees and the '96 Bulls, doesn't matter who your coach is. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Was it Doc Rivers made the Warriors, right? The Golden State Warriors, right?
Mark Jackson made the Warriors.
Mark Jackson made the Golden State Warriors. Steve Kerr won all them championships with you. You think Steve Kerr's the reason why they won them championships?
Nope.
Yeah, so that's the same argument I got for NXT. You could have told these people go out there and take a shit in the middle of the ring and it would have been the most entertaining shit we saw. No pun intended. Especially when Raw wasn't doing nothing.
Dude, there was a time where both Raw and SmackDown were horrible. And NXT was the place to fucking watch.
Yeah.
Like I said, you had Johnny Wrestling, you had Ciampa, you had Nakamura, you had the Sami Zayn, you had Owens.
And a little fun fact, Coach, that most people might forget.
Undisputed Era.
Yeah, you know where NXT was broadcasted around that time?
Florida.
No. On the WWE app.
Yes.
They weren't on a cable company.
Yeah.
They weren't on a cable company.
Nope. Nope. And it's funny because I had the WWE app, and that's where I used to watch NXT and then go back and watch the Monday Night Raw Wars.
Yeah.
And then they're like the Stone Cold Brock feud, the Stone Cold Bret Hart feuds. I wasn't watching Raw or SmackDown. I really wasn't. But I mean, you had right. You had great wrestlers in NXT, man.
Yeah.
I mean, not he turned out to be a piece of shit, but for a time the Velveteen Dream was fucking killing in NXT.
Yeah, he was.
Ricochet was killing it in NXT.
Yep. And think about it this way. Around that NXT 2.0, Vince was charting new shit and all that, and then Vince left, and then Shawn Michaels came. NXT is arguably better now than it was then, and they have at least the women international stars are ridiculous.
Oh my god, yeah, that girl that does the inverted fucking was it a diamond cutter?
Oh yeah,
Soruka.
Yeah.
Athletic as fuck.
Yep. Bro, and
I remember the last pay-per-view I watched, and they had the NXT was on it. Believe it or not, and they had a ladder match. That was probably one of the best ladder matches I've seen in like women, and they were just going after the North American title.
Yeah. Shit, did you see the post? One of the last posts I put up on the chat, speaking of ladder matches, was in AEW All Out. They had that 25-team ladder match or whatever the fuck for the tag team titles.
I didn't see that one yet, but I'll probably go look at it.
Well, somebody was saying that they can't have Daniel Bryan on commentary because Daniel Bryan is screaming at Bandito grabbed the titles because Bandito is sitting on top of the ladder, about to do a move to someone who's knocked out on the ladder, and literally all he had to do was this and grab the 2 titles and pull them down, and he would have won the match. But no, he decided to do a fucking move off the ladder to hit the guy to do something. And Bryan Danielson is screaming at these people, and he's like, "Yo, is no one gonna go after the belts? Like, I thought the point of this match was to win the titles, not to just do moves." And that's Bryan Danielson.
Well, yeah, if he can wrestle, I think he would be great on commentary.
But he's actually speaking the fucking
common sense.
Yeah,
you're right there. Grab the titles.
Because at what point do you realize, hello, I know you want to do your move and look fantastic in the ring and show that you're athletic, but the object of the match is to go up there and grab the titles and win. Don't you think you want to do that?
Right, and if you're not scripted to win the titles, why are you going all the way up there where all you really got to do is fucking reach up a quarter of your head to take the titles?
Yeah. So wrestling is fucked up all over the place. And listen, man, it's because no one has the balls to be original anymore. No one has the balls to be original, and no one has the balls to fucking go at it like they don't want money. You ever seen?
So you telling me nobody has the brass to fire your ass?
Yeah, because the brass. That one registered a little late. Yeah, like, you know, it's crazy. Like WCW had that. We don't give a shit. We're gonna put on good matches.
Right.
We're not in this for money. But people tuned in when the NWO happened, and then the NWO was making a lot of money, and then they hired a lot of wrestlers. And if it wasn't for the cruiserweight division, I think WCW would have been in the AEW spot because all you would have seen was NWO. You know?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
But even WC the Attitude Era, it wasn't like what 2 minutes can we put on that would give us the most money? It was no, we're giving you 2 minutes, go out there and make it worth it. If you don't make it worth it, we're not giving you 2 minutes anymore. Now it feels like
next week we might give you 4.
Yeah, like how can we make the most money in the 5 minutes that we got here? Put Brock Lesnar, put John Cena, put Cody Rhodes, put Logan Paul, put these people. Okay, we're gonna have a regular match. All right, put the New Day in a tag team and go to commercial. Like, dude, you notice. I don't think I'm exaggerating. When the women wrestle on Raw, aka the Judgment Day wrestle on Raw, they go in a commercial 2-3 times a match.
Yes.
And you know, for the one person that's not listening to what I'm saying, but heard the word women and think that I want to perv out, and I don't get a chance to because they're a commercial, fuck you. I want to see the match. This might be the best match of the night. I don't want to watch commercials. I want to see the match. Go to commercials when they fucking talking. You're obviously cutting promos during the commercial. Might as well fucking do the promo when we're at commercial.
You're not lying. You are not lying with that.
It's become a yo, dude. This is like the dating scene where women are like, yo, I'm only going out to eat because I'm hungry. I'm not interested in you. You got to pay my bills and you got to pay for the meal. And I'm only going to eat because I'm hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's what wrestling is now. Like, we're only doing this for make money. I told you the ticket prices for WrestleMania.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Yo, and somebody was saying that the yearly cost to watch all of wrestling now for WWE with the subscription is like $1,300.
Eat a dick.
I think. Let me see if I can find that. I don't know if who did I send it to?
I think you did put something in the group though. I don't know if it was you or Lev, and I was like, "Yo, goddamn."
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They broke it down. If I can't find it, I'll Google. Fuck it, let's Google. All right. All right. The annual cost. The annual cost to watch WWE on ESPN streaming service is $300 or $29 a month. Let's see on all the streams. Okay, here you go. To watch WWE program on its main streaming platforms in the US, you would pay an estimated $516 a year for the Netflix ad-supported plan, which is $95. The ESPN direct-to-consumer service, which is $300, and the Hulu Live TV bundle for USA, which is $119. A WWE fan may find the cost to be higher or lower depending on their location. See, but that's not including Peacock, because Peacock gets the NXT.
Wow. Yeah, what's Peacock, like 15?
I think no. Peacock is $10.
Man, ridiculous, bro.
Because you have Netflix has Raw. So cable has SmackDown. So you would need Hulu. So like Hulu is 100. They raised the prices, so now it's $100 a month. So Netflix is $30 a month, $100 a month for Hulu. Peacock is $10 a month. All right, let's do the math here. Let me get the calculator out. All right, $100 a month for Netflix. $30 a month for $100 a month for Hulu, $30 a month for Netflix, $10 a month for Peacock. What's the other shit we said? Give me a second. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Let me see. We had Peacock, the Hulu, the ESPN bundle. Now that you want to watch the things, I know there was like at least two more you mentioned. I feel you can call up. Yeah, you know what, John? Yeah, call up Jade Parker, please. Or even I think you mentioned Last Legend earlier. That she would be great to go against Jade. Those two big girls, or even Nia or Nia Jax.
Shit. All right, so look at this shit. It's even more. All right, so here you go. Let's do it the way we do it, right? $100 a month for Hulu, plus $30 a month for Netflix. So Hulu, you would get SmackDown. Netflix, you get Raw. Oh, so Hulu, you get SmackDown, and let's see if you have the Hulu I'm putting in there is the ESPN app, right? So you would get Hulu, you would get SmackDown and the PLEs.
Okay.
Netflix, you would get Raw. Then $10 a month, you would get NXT with Peacock. Yeah. So there's three streaming services, right?
Right.
$140 a month. Times that by 12 months, $1,680.
I can go buy me a good night on the town with a great hooker for that much.
Shit.
And still have some money left over.
Word.
For a cigar for afterwards.
Right?
That's wild, bro. No, I'm good. I have Netflix. That's all I have. I think that's what I'm gonna stick with.
Yeah, and if you get a VPN, you can.
The last PLEs or pay-per-views or whatever have all been shitty.
Yeah.
Like the last 3 or 4, I'm like, yo, my man, this is horrible. So why would I want to pay for a product that's been mediocre at best and horrible? Now I got a question for you. I know AEW is on HBO, right?
Yes.
Does that also come with the pay-per-views, or do you gotta buy extra for that?
Oh, you gotta pay the pay-per-views by yourself. And the thing was, if I'm not mistaken, I think the All Out was the first pay-per-view that you can buy on HBO. The other one you would have to buy on Amazon or YouTube, and it was $65.
These wrestling organizations are wild.
Yeah.
As somebody would say, you out your cotton picking mind.
Yep. It's true, yeah. I mean,
bro, that money right there, that $1,600, that's an investment on something else, bro.
it is. And you know, $1,600 a month or a year may not seem like a lot, right? $140 a month you waste that on something else, but for what you're getting, it
you're not
like
getting top tier shit. You're getting mediocre shit.
Yeah, it seems like too much. Because not for nothing, if we was getting fantastic wrestling, something that we could sit here and talk about and not fucking like have to make like
excited about and talk about how good shit was.
Yeah, like yo, like to be honest with you,
yeah, you can oversee that shit a little bit. You can be like, you know what? Yeah, you know,
it's worth it now. It's like, yo, I paid $140 for a bad steak. I'm gonna bitch about I paid $140 for a bad steak. But if this was the best steak I ever had in my life, you know what? That $140 was worth it. No wonder it's $140.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, it's almost like we have to become the talent ourselves to make this shit, you know,
bro, when we can come up with better storylines and shit like that, then the guys that are getting paid millions of dollars to do it, it's a problem.
Yeah, yo, and
this is not the first time I've said this shit on our podcast.
No, it's not. Definitely is not. And yo, I've said this before. I'm probably gonna say this until I'm blue in the face, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like the shit is gravy. I know we're a wrestling show. We talk about wrestling, but right now the product is bad. I don't want to talk about Brock Lesnar F5 and John Cena 17 times. Because to me, that just seemed like a slap in the face. I am not going to sit here and fake my enthusiasm for something I don't like. Where, like, if you listen to other shows, like, yeah, those are professional wrestlers on there. They're paid, or they're trained to make whatever they're watching look like it's the best thing in the world. I'm paying to watch this, so fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to see Brock Lesnar versus Cena, but if you're gonna make me watch it, shit, you should have put on something better than that. And I thought they were gonna go with something. I thought they were gonna go with like John Cena's doing the shoulder block and they ain't affecting Brock, and you know, it's like, yo, Like, yo, he really lost a step, and this is why he's gone, and he's showing that he's leaving everything in there. Nope. Honorability is out the window. He's just Brock Lesnar's just gonna fuck him up, eat him, and go home. We're not even using the story of John Cena is literally leaving everything he has, every ounce he has left in this business. He has nothing left. Like The Undertaker. The Undertaker was literally like, yo, bro, I got nothing left. And I thought I had one more match in me because I didn't want to go out like that. And I literally gave everything. He says it now. He's like, I got nothing. I'm not doing no more. I can't do it no more. Like, where is that with Cena? You would think the fucking guy that thinks that he's the man and he loves his company so much, you would think that would be the story that they move on from The Rock and whatever the fuck, Cliff Floyd or whatever. What was that guy's name that smacked Cody Rhodes? It's not important. When they left him to do this shit by himself, and he turned into a face instantaneously. Like, you think that would be the story they say after that? Nope. Now it's random shit.
Sad.
Yeah. Speaking of random shit.
But no, but you're right. It's like me and you, we're not gonna sit here and be like, oh no. Everything is gravy. Nah. Just like, for many years, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that my Giants are a great football team. You don't sit there and say your Jets are a football team. We call it how it is.
Yeah.
So don't try. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, nah, WWE, man, that Wrestlepalooza was great. I'm not a mark. No, she was horrible.
Yeah. Especially if these are supposed to be I feel like we were talking about basketball. If these are supposed to be the best wrestlers in history, like, they're supposed to be better now than they were then. It shouldn't be bad.
Bro, Wrestlepalooza, anybody who says Wrestlepalooza was a good show, go get checked out. Please.
They're full of shit.
Because either you're a mark, or you really have your head up your ass and needs to be surgically removed.
They want to look good in case somebody's listening. They're afraid.
And here's the difference between them and us. We gonna keep it real.
Yeah, because if you're listening, I stand by what I said, and we have proof. We have facts. And when we're telling you this shit was bad, it's not because we want to hate on the shit. We don't take pleasure in.
We want a better product.
Yeah.
You want us to pay for all this shit? You gotta do better.
That's like you going over your mom's house or your girl's house or somebody, and she cooks food for you, and there's too much garlic. You sitting there going, yo, you put too much garlic in this. Next time, don't put so much garlic. All right. Or going, oh, this is the best food I ever had. And every time we go in there, now there's more and more fucking garlic in there.
Right. We want a better product, period.
Word. I got enough problems in my life to be sitting here watching wrestling and making excuses for them. I'm good.
when I can point out your flaws, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because I'm not getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah. And also the fact that you're not exploiting them. Like, bro, I feel like I'm from another universe. When I go back into times when there was evidence, like, I want to know what people are studying. When they go, I study wrestling. What are you studying? Because I don't study shit. I never, like, yo, dude, Hutch, I shit you not. The only thing I've ever studied for was the ASC exams to become a fucking master technician. And I took all 8 of them the same day, and I passed 2 of them. And that was the only things I studied for. Every other test, I just walked in and took the fucking thing. I've never studied for shit. And I can tell you right now, Hutch, back in the day, if somebody was slow, the other wrestler took advantage of him by being fast. If somebody was weak, the other wrestler took advantage of him by being strong. Like, they exploited your weakness. They exploited it. But they didn't embarrass you. People would say Bret Hart couldn't cut a promo. But when Roddy Piper cut a promo with Bret Hart, he didn't embarrass Bret Hart. He just made it sure, like, okay, I'm gonna lead the promo, and I'm gonna leave you wanting to fuck me up. Or let's do it this way. So I look like the bad guy and you look like the good guy, and you're just silence is golden. Not it's a promo, kid. You gotta learn how to do it in the middle of the fucking world.
Yeah.
Like, in all honesty, if Roman Reigns never recovered from that, we would have never gotten the bloodline. And whose fault is that? It's not Roman Reigns' fault.
Cena for trying to bury somebody.
Yeah. But he loves this company.
He also said that he never buried anybody backstage. Bullshit.
Yeah, because you buried them in the fucking in the ring.
Oh well, we also know he buried fucking Matt Cardona in the back.
Shit. Fucking Mr. Kennedy. Dude, there's so many stories of all this bullshit. Like, yo, like I said, you can piss down someone else's leg and tell them it's raining and they'll fucking buy an umbrella. You're not gonna try to piss down my leg.
We got receipts.
I've been around too long. I know what the stream looks like. Trust me.
Bro,
shit.
And you can tell that Roman got mad because he told him, "Yo, shut up, John, before I punch you." That was a real line.
Yeah, like, yo, dude, what is like if you're serious about, yo, I'm gonna, we're gonna do this.
We're gonna try to build you. We're gonna try to build you. That's not you trying to build me. That's you trying to take me apart.
Yeah, you know what else? You know what else? If this is supposed to be a show, and you're supposed to be the leader, you fucking help that man. Because I shit you not, Hutch. When I drive, like if I interview somebody or I have a guest on the show, I want this to be the best experience of their life. You know what I'm saying? The best experience they ever had on the show. Based off of all the other shit I've seen on them. So if I'm the captain and I'm cutting a promo with somebody, I'm gonna go up to him like, yo, let's try to make this the best promo you ever had, bro. This is what we're gonna do, blah, blah, blah. Let's do that and blah. And let's go. If it ain't working, I'll try to guide you where we're going. I'm gonna shut you down right then and there. Now
and then the shows that we've done that I've gone with you, and the interviews done on the spot, I've always seen you do that.
Yeah, and dude, and I tried. I'm unless you're a dick, and I need to shut you down. There's no reason for me for you to do that shit in public. If you really want to embarrass Roman Reigns because he was an asshole backstage, okay, cool. But ain't no one in the history of the WWE has ever said that Roman Reigns was an asshole like Nunzio was.
Right.
You know? Like, so what's the problem? This is why I wanted to be a wrestler my whole life. And I think life hurt me to the point where it's like, you can't be a wrestler because they would have known I would have been in jail by now.
The politics.
Yeah. Just for the simple fact is like, yo, bro, I'm a man before anything. You're not gonna do this shit to me. You shit in my luggage bag, I'm fucking killing you. You ain't throwing me off of shit. Unless you getting thrown out that shit too, and we gonna fight in the desert.
Right.
Cause that whole bullying shit, nah, man. I came from the Bronx. That's life or death situations. Sorry, but especially when I grew up. Somebody came to fuck with you, they had a knife or a gun in their fucking hand, and they wanted what you had. That's life or death situation. You not, nah. Sorry. That's probably why I never been a wrestler, because that whole bullshit, oh, it's all fun and games. It's all fun and games until you ain't breathing no more.
Now, like I was telling people, I said, I started my career, and then I was trying to do the corporate thing.
Yeah.
I found out I couldn't do it. Everybody goes, yo, why? I said, what happened? I said, too many snakes, and I'm an in your face kind of motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're not gonna try to stab me in the back to make yourself look better, because I'm going to point you out, and we will have problems.
Yeah. You know something, Hutch? I tried that shit too. And to me, like, it's a different job than what you had, but it was still dealing with people that were high up. And I was like, I'm not a fucking entrometida.
I'm not a yes man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be on your ass to do something I told you to do. It's like, yo, listen, Either you do it or you don't. I'm like Yoda. Either you do it or you don't. There is no try. You know what I'm saying? Like I hear you. I hear you, host. There's just some people that are born to, to take that dick up their ass, I guess.
Well, here's the thing. Like I told people, I said, I've never been the one to stab somebody in the back to take that next step up, because I've always, and this is something that I've learned a long time ago. Everybody you step on to get up high, you're going to see them when you fall.
Yeah.
People forget you don't stay up there the whole time. Sooner or later, you're going to fall. Yeah. And as you're falling, the same people that you stuck the knife in the back, you're going to ask them to you're going to say, hey, stick out your hand and let me hold on. That way I don't fall all the way to the bottom. But you know what? All those people you stabbed in the back, they ain't going to hold out a hand for you.
Yeah.
They're going to watch you fall and enjoy it. That's why I tell people, I say, I don't have to seek revenge on somebody. Karma's real, and she a bitch. Karma's gonna come get you one day or another. Like I tell people, I said, that if somebody did you wrong and you're like, yo, I can't wait for karma to get them. Karma don't have a timetable.
Yeah,
it don't. But you know what karma does have? Timing.
Yeah.
When that person thinks they're about to hit that next fucking milestone and become all world, they're gonna make you're gonna get that fucking you're gonna turn all gold and glitter. That's when karma's gonna come and be like, nah, nigga, I got you now.
Yeah.
I tell people, I have a strong dislike for people.
Of course. I'm not going around this world not liking everybody.
I tell people, I said, I try not to use the word I hate people, even though there are some people I hate. And some people go, but why? I said, because hate takes too much energy out of me. I'd rather not just give a fuck about you. People, this is a lesson. Sorry, this is a lesson a lot of people gonna understand. When you hate somebody, that takes focus away from you. When you can care less about a motherfucker, bro, there are no limits.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's true. Because the thing is, like, if you're focused, like, you can notice shit.
Of course.
Notice what people do and all that. But when you focus on what they're doing and everything, now you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not moving forward. You're not moving backwards. You're moving sideways. And always, every time you move sideways, you're going in between a hallway. And when you're in that hallway, there's a wall in front of you and a wall back. You got to go back to where you was to keep moving forward. And that's too much energy. Too much energy. So notice the shit and keep moving forward. Because what are you going to do?
Can't stop, won't stop.
That's right. And then it's always been my thing. Is like the quickest way to stop this shit. Like if I have a problem with somebody, the quickest way is like, yo, you got an issue with me? No? All right, cool. Then let's drop it like that. Or yo, here's my issue with you. You want to fight? No? All right, then we're done. Yeah. If it's that much that you need to hate somebody, then go fucking fight them and get it over.
That's right.
We turned into the Toe in the Show real quick.
I mean, look, what we're talking about also pertains to wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean, let's cut the crap. There's a lot of wrestlers out there who stab motherfuckers in the back to get to that top tier star.
Oh yeah.
And when they fell, they fell hard. Nobody wanted to help them out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, we also what I'm talking about is we want the best of the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? You can't ask us to give you all this money, and then you giving us bottom tier bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
When I know a couple of heads, I can put a couple of heads together. You, Ray, other people, and we can make a better show with better storylines and everything. And we're not getting paid millions of dollars.
Yeah,
You're getting paid millions of dollars to make this shit good, and it's horrible. Like, what is the disconnect? Do you not know the story about wrestling? Because I think that's what it is. And I know Led touch on this a while back. They bring in writers who have never watched wrestling.
Yeah. I remember they had a comedian that didn't know who Bobby Lashley was.
Like, how can you write a wrestling storyline when you don't know wrestling? That's like you trying to write for a soap opera and you've never seen a soap opera.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're going to write a scary book and you've never seen a scary movie? Nigga, if you've never seen a scary movie, what do you know is scary?
Yeah.
But you're going to bring in people who don't know what the fuck wrestling is and then cry about how viewership is down. Viewership is down because your product sucks at the moment.
Yep.
And like a lot of us, we keep going back to the 90s and the Attitude Era. Bro, you literally had everybody in that show was a star. Bro, you had in one segment, you had the Nation of Domination, you know what I'm saying, with Rocky and Farouk going up against like DX and shit like that. And then the very next segment, you had Stone Cold versus fucking Bret Hart. Like, you had everybody, everything was everything great? No. But everything was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Everything worked. I'm not saying everything was great, but it worked.
And the story, like, bro, when X-Pac wrestled Kane for Terry,
right,
that wasn't a main storyline. That was a sub storyline. But I still remember that 25 years ago.
Right.
And that was like they were a tag team, and then they left each other, and this is when X-Pac was still in the DX, but was teaming with Kane.
Tori.
Yeah, and
and then Tori betrayed Kane.
Yeah, and
Kane went out for a couple of months or whatever, and came back more ripped and more brolic, and in a new suit.
Yep, and here goes another thing. ECW, Taz and Sabu was the biggest match in the history of wrestling at that time, and they didn't touch each other for a year. They didn't stand in the ring with each other for a year. They were just cutting promos on each other. We didn't even see Sabu for most of the months. And that was the biggest storyline. We had match after match after match with Jerry Lynn and Rob Van Dam, and each match was different. We had Rob Van Dam, who his character was, I'm gonna be signed to the WWE soon, so I'm too good to be here. And he's wrestling wrestlers, showing why he's one of the best wrestlers in the world. And he was the TV champion. He wasn't the world champion, he was the TV champion. And that title around his waist seemed just as legitimate as the world champion.
Right. Like, a lot of people don't remember the name Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah.
A lot of the finisher you guys see nowadays, he created.
Yep.
Bro, the matches between Mikey Whipwreck, you remember who that is? Look him up. Stone Cold Steve Austin got the stunner from him.
Yo, and didn't he also do the Smokoli driver?
Yes.
And that's John Cena's finishing move.
He used to, he was doing the Death Valley driver, and he taught it to Louis Spicoli. And when Louis Spicoli passed away tragically, they renamed it the Spicoli driver.
Yep.
And they also wanted to get away from the name Death Valley Driver because, you know, oh, you can't say death. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? But yo,
yeah.
Those matches on ECW, I remember staying up on Saturday, purposely staying up to like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock to see if they was going to be shown on MSG.
Yeah, I remember that also.
And if I couldn't stay up, I would put my VCR to record it.
Yep. And then let's go back. Let's go to WCW, where WCW all they gave a shit about was NWO, right?
Right.
Wrong. Eddie Guerrero was trying to recruit Rey Mysterio into the LWO, and Rey didn't want to join him, so he had to wrestle. And in order to face Eddie Guerrero, it was Halloween Havoc, no Starrcade. He had to wrestle in a triple threat match between Kidman and Juventud Guerrero. He won that match, and then immediately had to wrestle Eddie Guerrero in the Cruiserweight Championship match. Diamond Dallas Page versus the Macho Man. Some of the biggest matches they had in WCW.
Oh, that was a great rivalry.
That was a very good rivalry. Harlem Heat.
Woo!
One of the best tag teams in WCW. This was when wrestling had
Harlem Heat versus the Steiners. Oh my god.
They had one promo in the beginning of the show, and the rest of the night it was wrestling and maybe some backstage segments.
I mean, they used to have the interviews where, you know, my man, me, woo, Gene.
Yeah, that was to promote something like one of the matches at the pay-per-view or something. But yeah,
right, or the main event at the night or whatever.
Yeah,
but, dude, it was wrestling. Again, to this day, his name is controversial, but you had the Benoit matches. Anytime Benoit was in a match, that was a match to see. His feud with Kevin Sullivan. Fucking amazing.
Yep.
You know, his best 5 out of 5 with Booker T, or best out of 7. I forget what it was.
No, it was best out of 7.
Best out of 7.
Yeah. Yo, and dude, let's not forget Jericho versus Dean Malenko.
Well, let's not forget Rey Mysterio versus Dean Malenko.
Yeah. La Parka. Like, yo, dude, there's so many things that they did back in the day.
Right.
Where you sit here and go, oh, they had no management, they had no this and no that. And a lot of wrestlers wanted to do more than they were doing, granted, whatever. But on TV, the product they gave us was something we can watch.
And then you have Sting come down from the rafters.
Yes, something we can watch, something we can gravitate to, because it was all about the fans. It was about having the fans connect with the story and wanting them to tune in next week. Right, I don't care. Yo, let me ask you the question. You watch Raw, right, Hutch?
Yeah.
When Raw ends, do you care what happens next week?
No.
Me neither. When the pay-per-view ends now, I don't care what happens the next day.
I remember watching Nitro. And I'm watching this match between two bad wrestlers. All of a sudden, Scott Hall coming out the crowd.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, hold on, what the fuck is this? And the man delivers one of the greatest lines ever. You all know who I am, but you don't know why I'm here. Bro. Fucking, to this day, that shit gives me goosebumps.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like when he says, was it Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Yeah.
Bro, but again, that shit like that, stuff like that made you want to watch next week. Like, you would go to school, you would be like, tell your friends, like, yo, did you just see what happened? Now I see, I don't even watch. Yo, sometimes, to tell you the truth, I fall asleep during Nitro. I mean, during Raw.
Oh shit! I've fallen asleep during the show. we're live, and I'll be like,
I mean, I've done that too. But I watch and I fall asleep, and then I'm like, all right, when I wake up on Tuesday, so I'll put it on and I'll watch it and be like, yeah, this is why I fall asleep.
Yeah.
Like my man Chris Tucker said in the Fifth Element, there's no pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
There's no excitement. It's like, okay. I'm going to see the same matches I saw last week.
Mm-hmm.
With the same promos that I saw last week.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And fuck, man. Joe, I know you got some.
How many times do I have to see Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker try to come out and do the promo, and then when all the talking is done, have Paul Heyman come out and try to tell him, no, don't go fight. Either you're gonna let Paul Heyman be their mouthpiece, or you're gonna let these guys talk for themselves.
Yeah, because not for nothing, it seems like Eric Bischoff would have been more beneficial to be around the Braun runs than Paul Heyman. And I'm not saying Paul Heyman's doing a bad job with them. It's Eric Bischoff could have been talking so much shit and said, did I just say 3 minutes? And then Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker go out there and fuck you up. Because the one thing about Eric Bischoff is he knows how to get himself into a situation where he needs people to go fuck somebody up.
Right.
And I think that would have been crazy just to have Eric Bischoff sit there talking shit to the Usos and like, you know something, Jay? You talk too much. And then Braun Breaker comes out and just like fucks him up.
But that's the whole thing. Is like, yo, I love Paul Heyman is a great talker. You know, Braun Breaker still needs some help. He has a little bit too much of his uncle in him.
Yeah.
He gets a little bit too excited.
Yeah.
Bro, and not for nothing, I want to hear Bronson Reed talk. Because he's calm and his accent, and you'd be like, yo, this man is fucking, if he can deliver just some lines with his accent and his calmness, you'd be like, yo, this man's an asshole.
Yeah.
He doesn't need a mouthpiece.
But they had to stop.
Yo, man, when he came out and he said, yo, I'm not the tribal chief, I'm your tribal thief, I'm like, yo, love it.
Yeah, but they had to stop with those talking points because I don't know why he needs to say tsunami all the time.
Because I guarantee you that's a Triple H thing. Like, no, you got to warn people you're going tsunami.
Yeah, right?
But it is what it is, man.
Joe, you with us still?
To the fucking death.
All right, cool. What's your opinion on this shit we talking?
I think y'all all correct, like usual. This is why I'm on this show, because you guys are phenomenal. First of all, I disagree with y'all on everything, as usual. I didn't know AJ Lee was Puerto Rican.
Well, I knew that a long time ago.
She looked Chinese to me.
You look what?
He looked Chinese.
AJ Lee looks Chinese to you? Okay.
She looks Asian. Am I tripping?
No. She does have a little. She has a couple of Asian features in there. You 100% right.
Okay. thought she might have been like a weird Asian, like a Filipino or I don't know, mixed.
When she first came out, I thought she was mixed of Hispanic and Filipino, and then I found out she was just pure Puerto Rican from Jersey.
Well, that's the one fault she got, that she's from Jersey. Her name is AJ Mendez, right?
What happened?
Her real name is AJ Mendez.
Mendez, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, like, it's not that hard to believe you didn't know she was Puerto Rican, because Puerto Ricans don't exist unless you're talking about Carlos Colon or Bad Bunny's there. We got it, show.
That's right. You did say that about Bad Bunny, but they only bring that Puerto Rican flag when it's time. Only for Bad Bunny, actually. I remember Priest used to have a fucking Puerto Rican flag on his thigh around the time Bad Bunny came out.
He had the conga.
Yeah, like they took that shit off as soon as Bad Bunny went back to his concert. Take that fucking conga off your pants.
Yeah, Bad Bunny like, give that shit back to me, man.
It's crazy, man. I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff because my phone died, so I'm trying to think of some of the other stuff you guys were talking about.
He goes some points for you, show. Let's talk about the Spot Fest. Let's talk about how everything is a super kick, and everything is now. I have to see you move 42 times a day. Like I'll start off with this. Penta has been doing the Mexican Destroyer his whole career, but recently he's been pulling them out of a different situation. Like it's almost became the Diamond Cutter. He's found different ways to apply the Puerto Rican Destroyer or the Mexican Destroyer. That I don't mind, but I do mind seeing your move done for the sake of your move being done.
It depends though, because does he have more than one finisher?
Well, remember in TNA he had the cradle ball driver.
Yeah, that's his finishing move though. The Mexican Destroyer is not his finishing move.
No, it's not.
This is what I'm saying. So you say you tired of him using it for nothing. He could. That's not his finisher. He could use it whenever he wants. The Mexican Destroyer.
No, but what he's saying is instead of doing just the regular Mexican Destroyer, like this past on Raw, my man he came off he used the ropes. Right? He jumped off the ropes into a Mexican Destroyer.
Yeah, I saw that from the top rope.
And not for nothing, Kobe Kingston did an amazing job stunning it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And
shit, that's not the one I saw. I saw some other guy. He did it too. Some white guy.
Yeah, Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm getting at it, show. I don't mind seeing your move every match, but I do mind seeing it for the sake of seeing it. Like how. Let's just throw an example out there. When Ray comes and just goes, November 14th, no escape. It's at the Mecca. He's promoting the show, right?
Correct.
Now, you can do it where it leads into, it's a segue to what he's doing, or there's dead air. But if he's just saying it for the sake of, well, I got nothing to add here. Yo, the November 14th at the Mecca, no escape. Like in the middle of a conversation, it breaks the conversation up. It's like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
Let it be in the flow of what you're doing. I got you.
Yeah. Like if you're both knocked out in the count of 8, I should not see you nip up and do a Mexican Destroyer on somebody, just go back down and do another count of 8. Like you just did it to do it.
But you could do it to set up your driver and finish the game, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got you. It had a meaning to it. I got you. He doesn't know English. Who's going to tell him this?
I'm pretty sure some of those wrestlers know Spanish.
Amigo, don't do that for free.
I mean, listen, man. We seen Mankind do Love and Cactus Jack run off the apron and do the elbow drop to the ground, but you never see him throw someone out of the ring to do that move. They're already out of the ring wrestling, doing whatever. He slams them, and then he looks at the apron. He goes up there and goes, "Oh, he goes a chance to do my move."
Oh shit, bro.
Even Hutch's TV has realized that I'm saying the truth.
Hell yeah, I heard it. He said, "Oh shit, this guy's spitting fire."
Hutch's TV is like, "Yo, this nigga can't miss tonight."
Heard. He just can't miss. I'm trying to think of other stuff.
But it's like how many times, like if what he's saying is like that match between Cena and Logan Paul, like how many AA's attitude adjustment didn't we see in that match?
It was like at least 4 or 5,
right? In the Young Bucks match, I don't know why they call themselves still the Young Bucks. They're about my age now. How many super kicks don't we see?
Oh shit!
Like I don't need to see your entire moveset every single match. Look, great point again. Penta, the Cradle Paul driver. I haven't seen him done that like in 2-3 months.
Is that a good thing? Because he could save it for a pay-per-view.
Well, I don't think WWE wants him to do the Cradle Paul driver.
Oh, I thought he was doing the Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna say that for WrestleMania. Break my fucking neck.
Well, you got to remember, WWE doesn't like people doing pole drivers.
Oh yeah.
I've been doing it for how many years, and I have never hurt anybody. I should be allowed to do it. I've never heard of Penta hurting somebody.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, the power driver took Stone Cold Steve Austin out.
Yeah,
he ain't the only one.
Yeah, Owen did it wrong, but put it like this: why do you think for many years you only saw the Undertaker do the Tombstone power driver?
Oh, you got me, brother.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, literally, the only two that were doing that were Kane and the Undertaker. That's it. And after a while, they took that away from Kane and just gave him the chokeslam.
Yeah.
They used to still reverse each other, though. That was the best. When they just tippy-toed each other, that shit was dope. Like a fucking slinky. Bleep.
Man, it is what it is. I'm just saying this. If you want us to spend the money, you got to put a better product out there.
We don't want y'all to spend the money. We already sold it to ESPN. We good, my nigga. We gonna do whatever fuck we want.
Right, but the ESPN, look again. I know you wasn't here for the beginning, but ESPN is already. There's already rumblings within ESPN executives that they rushed this deal with WWE. Wrestlepalooza was a huge flop, and Raw was a huge flop. So the first two events that you have on the new streaming services that just bought you guys are huge flops.
Yep.
Bro, the only good thing about Wrestlepalooza was the women's match and some of the shit in the Punk Lee versus Scooby-Doo or whatever he wants to be fucking called and Becky.
I agree. He said Scooby-Doo.
But man, stop. Look at his chain and look at his chain's toe. Before we sign off, put up a picture up of his chain up and then put up a picture of Scooby-Doo's collar.
Isn't Scooby-Doo collar a picture of himself?
No.
Okay. I got the fucking song in mind. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you?
Yo, his chain looks like the letterings on Scooby Doo's collar, bro. It's ridiculous. You see it, right?
Yeah, hold on. I'm about to.
But look at that shit, bro.
That looks like the updated version.
Look at that shit, bro. Look, from the moment I saw that shit, I'm like, yo, man, that shit looks like Scooby Doo's fucking dog collar fucking tag.
Yeah. I can't get this shit.
Yeah, You thought when I first said it last, you thought I was joking. You're like, yeah, whatever it might. The proof is in the pudding. Look at that shit, bro.
Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Damn. And you know what the crazy thing is the thing is with Seth Rollins, like I don't mind the outlandish shit he wears when he comes to the ring, you know, to do his matches and shit.
Right.
But because you know that's part of wrestling. We had.
I mean, I get it, but when your wife wears something, when your wife last year wore something similar.
Yeah, we have Adrian Adonis. We had all these people, you know, that wore all that crazy shit. It's just, but when you come in street clothes wearing that shit, it's like, come on, bro. You can't do something better with your life. And then you're right. It's like, so for the people who say I can't perv out on women because they're wearing loose pants, fuck you. When Becky Lynch is wearing pants that look like they fit Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins is wearing pants that look like they fit Becky Lynch,
it's a problem.
That's a little bit of an issue.
Oops. Went in the closet and wore each other shit. My bad.
Dude, when he came out with that black fur coat or whatever, that looked very similar to the black fur coat that Becky Lynch wore like the year before. Like, come on now, dude.
Yeah.
Like you come out with those tops with the shorty pointer blades and stuff, and Becky wore something similar to that a couple of months ago. Like, come on, my dude.
Yeah.
Like you like if you want to dress like him and her, that's fine. Like his and her styles, that's fine. But at least come out together dressed like that and not at different stages. Because what are you guys doing? Changing each other, using each other's clothes at that point?
Come on, coach.
Pretty much.
I see this. She walked in with it. He saw it. He's like, yo, that's fire. Can I wear that next month? You wear it now, I'll wear it next month.
This is not for nothing, but I got to get going soon.
Also, fuck me.
Word, show is you have fucked up everything, show.
Nah, unfortunately, one of the supervisor that usually opens up the office is not in tomorrow, so I gotta go in early. I gotta be there at 6:00.
Nah, I hear you.
So
I'm the head nigga.
I mean, me and you don't sleep that much, but I at least gotta try to get a little bit of sleep. I've been sick tomorrow. And I've been sick the last couple of days, so that's why you guys hear me trying to cough the whatever's in my lungs. Get it out. Get out.
What's been going around? Everybody's been sick.
Still changing weather.
Well, you got to remember, bro. I when I do the podcast, I sit right next to my AC. When I go to my bedroom, my AC is on like at 62. You know, it's not the summertime no more. I just like it cold, but I think I just got like a head cold or whatever. I'll be all right in a couple of more days.
Yeah, you a cold body. You like so.
Yeah, it's the weather, bro. Everybody's been fucking up.
Yeah. But I see people coming out in coats already. Meanwhile, some coming out in a t-shirt. I'm like, yo, it's not that cold yet.
Yeah, man.
It was hot today, bro.
Bro, I be coming out at 6 o'clock in the morning to start going to work. I'm in a t-shirt. I got people out there in hoodies and North Faces and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, it's not that cold right now. Like, what are you going to do when it actually gets to 40 degrees when you come out?
Bitch. They're going to bitch.
But on that note, people, I'm going to make my exit.
Appreciate you.
All right, my
Appreciate
brothers.
you coming on. You know what? We're going to call it an early night because, I got to wake up early too. But Show's phone is about to die. And I'm pretty sure people are done hearing me saying the same shit over and over again anyway. Appreciate you coming on, Hoach. You're always welcome here. Joe, appreciate you coming on. You're always welcome here also.
Well, sometimes. Sometimes.
Sometimes, Yeah. But tune in tomorrow. We got the Toe in the Show. Where we always talk about shit. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knuckleheads signing out. Peace, everybody.
Peace, love, and chicken grease.
That's right.
Buenas noches. Y no nano. Was that Chinese?